everybody, this is Stephanie from nestinginnashville.com. Today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about what I think the Nashville real estate is going to look like post-coronavirus. First thing I'd like to talk about is how the stock market and the real estate market are not necessarily intertwined. So the stock market has obviously seen some huge declines in the past few weeks. But if you look at this historical graph about median home prices in America, even recessions, you can see we've had, looks like 7 of them in the past 60 years. Recessions don't tend to affect real estate prices, or if they do, it's just momentarily. Almost nothing stops the continual climbing of real estate values in America. Now, the only time it was different was this last recession. Of course, this recession was caused by the real estate market, when the other ones were caused by external forces with savings and loans and other banking activities. So I think it's very likely that when things start to return to normal, our real estate market will just continue its trend of upward appreciation. The fundamentals of the real estate economy haven't changed. We still have a supply shortage in Middle Tennessee. Now these are stats from February, so they're a tad bit old, but at that time in Middle Tennessee we only had 2.7 months worth of available inventory. And you can see that inventory was down, maybe 10 or 15% from the same time last year. So Amazon is still coming to Nashville, and Alliance Bernstein is still expanding. The fundamentals of our economy are still there, and we still have people that were affected by the tornado that need new shelter and new housing. There's a huge increase in rental demand right now because of the tornado. So the silver lining of all of this is that as we start to recover, everything's going to start to look a little bit brighter. Okay, so the future of real estate may seem okay, but let's talk about what's happening with boots on the ground right now. This was a post on one of our realtor-only Facebook pages just 4 or 5 days ago, where we were all discussing whether or not we should list property. And everybody in the 83 comments, I'd say 90% of the people were saying, go, do it now, we're busy, we need inventory. But just a few days later, everything is a lot different. So if I look at this report for the impact of showings in Tennessee, this is a report from Showing Time, which is the company that books showings locally. I'd say, 75% of local brokerages probably use this company to book their showings. You can see that compared to last year, showings are down drastically in just the last few days. So the governor has categorized real estate and real estate ancillary activities as essential to the economy. So real estate agents can technically still get out there and work. Home inspectors, appraisers, closing attorneys, they're all still moving along, and everything that's in the pipeline is closing. Buyers can still come out and look. If you lost your house in the tornado, you may be out looking at houses right now. And there are ways to make it a little bit easier. If you're hesitant to go into a house, James is happy to do a video walkthrough for you. It's also not terribly complicated to practice social distancing when showing a house. Your realtor can enter first, or the realtor could just open the door and stay outside. Wait in the car. You don't want to probably be riding around with your realtor. You can follow them. But there are ways to have this essential business continue. It is now a time to buy a house. I think that depends on your motivation. Do you have a job transfer that's necessitating a buy? Then I say go. Should you sell your house right now? That also depends on your scenario. If you have a vacant house, I don't think it's a bad idea to put it on the market right now. If you're living in it, you might want to be a little bit more cautious, especially if you have children or elderly that live at home with you. So thank you again for tuning in and listening, and let me know, especially if you have differing opinions. I'd love to hear what you all think, and of course we're always here to answer any questions you might have about real estate. Thanks again.